Biden will send 31 Abrams tanks worth $400 million to Ukraine. White House adds to Zelensky's arsenal after diplomatic row with Germany. The Biden administration is sending an entire battalion of 31 M1 Abrams tanks to Ukraine, yielding to President Volodymyr Zelensky's push for heavy armor to counter Russia's nearly year-long invasion. President Joe Biden announced the latest tranche of lethal military aid at the White House, after a complicated diplomatic dance that has seen Germany announce its own decision to send 14 tanks to Kiev, with more on the way. The U.S. is also providing 500 armored vehicles as part of the package. Biden called the M1 Abrams tanks the most capable tanks in the world and said they would enhance Ukraine's capacity to defend its territory to achieve its strategic objectives. He added that the Ukrainian military would use the armor to liberate their land. The president also cautioned that the move was going to take time, a reference to the complex training involved with the weapons system, which he described as extremely complex to operate and maintain. And he thanked German Chancellor Olaf Scholz for the German government's contribution. Germany has really stepped up, he said. He also noted that the U.S. tanks, which have a 120mm main gun, could be considered a gift for Zelensky, 45, who visited Biden at the White House a few days before Christmas. Today is his birthday, by the way, Biden said, as Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin and Secretary of State Antony Blinken flanked him. Biden responded to a question about whether Germany forced him to change his mind on sending the tanks. Germany didn't force me to change my mind. We wanted to make sure we were all together. That's what we were going to do all along, and that's what we're doing right now, the president said. After the president spoke, security spokesman aide John Kirby pushed back on claims the U.S. had done a turnaround to accommodate Germany. Tanks were never off the table, Kirby said. He said it would take months to get the tanks to Ukraine, since the U.S. doesn't currently have any in excess stock that aren't being used. He said training requirements wouldn't slow the process, at least not by much. Today we'll be announcing that the United States will send 31 M1 Abrams tanks to Ukraine, which is the equivalent of one Ukrainian tank battalion, a senior administration official told reporters on a call Wednesday. The Pentagon is also providing 8 M88 recovery vehicles to help keep the Abrams tanks up and running, according to a senior administration official. The tanks come as the U.S. is stepping up its combined forces training for Ukrainian forces outside of Ukrainian territory, allowing them to better integrate air, ground, and armored forces in a more sophisticated form of warfare. Brigadier General Pat Ryder, the press secretary for the Pentagon, told CNN when asked if fighter jets will be made available to Zelensky, he said that nothing is off the table. We're going to continue to adapt, to ensure that Ukraine has the support they need to be successful, not only in defending their territory, but also taking back their sovereign territory. The latest lethal aid package enables them to retake territory, said the senior administration official. The moves come despite the Kremlin blasting it as an extremely dangerous decision and a blatant provocation 1 year after it invaded its neighbor. The president spoke with President Macron of France, Chancellor Scholz of Germany, Prime Minister Meloni of Italy, and Prime Minister Sunak of the United Kingdom as part of our close coordination on support for Ukraine, according to the White House. It is the most capable tank in the world, but it's also the most sophisticated,